Hey guys, okay, so for today's pre-show silliness, hey Chiefs, hey Super Bowl champs. And for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Casey, and I am a Kansas, Missouri girl. My dad was military. We moved all over, but that's where my mom's from, and that's where we lived longest, duty station wise. And yeah, I've always been a Chiefs fan since I was a kid, and still am for life. Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, and fun fact, I'm Native American, so the whole arrowhead thing, so it all kind of meshes, and yeah. So not really, no silliness or anything like that, just saying, just giving props to my Chiefs, to my Chiefs. Oh, and I did want to add that I was looking through some of the TG2M conversation episodes, and it's just so cool how the progression, how I think there's two Super Bowls that I talked about prior to the Chiefs actually winning. So it's like the Super Bowl prior, we almost made it, and it was just cool just looking at how everything just slowly progressed, and then we made it to Super Bowl, and we hadn't been to Super Bowl in 50 years. So yeah, okay, so that's today's pre-show silliness. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey geeks, I'm Casey Austin, and welcome to the TG2M conversation, where the only tea we serve is positivity. How you guys doing? Hey, so it's finally here. The first episode of Cadence Taco, my labor of love. I am so excited and blessed to share this journey with you guys, this part of the journey with you guys. I've been hearing so much, and a lot of people have come up to me or reached out to me to let me know that they thought it was really cool and brave. Some people have used the word brave, that I want to be that I am the face of, and it's something I want to do. And I am the face of Asperger's, ADHD, ASD. And for me, it's about understanding. The name of the game is about understanding and acceptance. And as we go throughout the series, as you guys get to learn more of what Cadence Taco is about, you're going to really see that a lot of people were so surprised, because they're like, oh my gosh, there were people that didn't know. A lot of people didn't know. And for me, it's not important. There's such a stigma on mental health and categorizing people, and you guys know I don't like categories. I'm one of those people, I wish we all were purple, like my nails. I wish we all were one color. That way we wouldn't have to worry about all these categories. For me, race, it's one race, human race. You guys know how I feel about that. But Cadence Taco is about embracing the ASD community, and the social network platform that we're creating is going to do exactly just that. We're already starting to build it. There are people and organizations that are a part of it already, and I am just so blessed and excited, and I thank you guys for everything. And yeah, that's basically that. So what I want to do today is, one of my favorite books is called All Cats Have Asperger Syndrome, and I want to read that to you guys. And it's funny because when you start hearing the descriptions, you're gonna be like, oh wow, that actually makes sense. And then there's people that, when I've explained it to them, just in conversation, they're like, oh wow. The funny thing is that we meet so many different people, and for those of you that don't know, one of the things that I'm really key about, one of the things that I'm really adamant about, is the fact that Asperger's, ADHD, autism, all of that doesn't go away when you become an adult. It's a game every day. It's a struggle. There's triumphs. There's all sorts of different things, and it doesn't go away. And this community, as we say, from infancy to adulthood, is what we're all about. So, all right, guys, let's do this. Oh, I know you guys sometimes ask me what my shirts say, so this one says, love more. So it's one of my favorite shirts. Okay. It's a sweater. It's okay, same thing. Sweater, shirt, whatever, right? So before I read the book, I want to, let me just do this real quick. For those of you that are asking, what is Cadence Taco? Cadence Taco is a social network platform for Asperger's, Aspies, autism, ADHD, bipolar, and other neurodiverse personalities. Neurodiverse means that we all think differently. So let me say that again. Neurodiverse means that we all think differently. So the main focus is on getting us to accept one another the way that we are. I want to list our sites where you guys can find us. Right now, the main site right now is socialcadence.co. So that's the main site. It's just an informational site right now, and you can sign up for a newsletter. The platform is going to be on, it's the number 1, then the word cadence, cadence.co. So onecadence.co. That will be our actual platform. We're also on Product Hunt. We're doing really great on there. Thank you guys so much for all the upvotes. I think we're at over 1,000 and some upvotes. So yay! We've got followers on there as well. So thank you guys so much for loving what it is that we're putting out. Woohoo! All right, so the book is called, it's by Kathy Hoopman. It's called All Cats Have Asperger's. Okay, so I'm gonna read it to you guys. The first sign of Asperger syndrome are usually picked up very young. So adorable. An Asperger child looks at the world in his own unique way, his or her own unique way. He likes to be near those he loves, but he doesn't want them to hold him. Preferring squishy places to a hug. So, if we do it like this. Instead of coming to people for comfort, he may be overly attached to a toy or a pet. It's possible he is extra adventurous with no sense of danger. Been there. And some of the things that I'm saying you may recognize in friends, even adult friends. So, and he uses up some of his 9 lives all too quickly. An Asperger child often has exceptionally good hearing, and loud sounds and sudden movements may scare him or her. I'm adding her wherever it says him. Sometimes it'll say him, or sometimes it'll say her, so, but I'm always gonna add both, you know. These clothes, okay. His other senses can be heightened too, such as touch. I love this one. It says, these clothes are scratchy. It's even an adult problem. Let's see. His other senses can be heightened too, such as touch and smell. The cat says, "Phew, pew, it's garbage day again." Yet things that bother other people may not bother him. It's like, I'm not cold in the snow. He's often fussy about what he eats. Oh, and as you guys know, both my daughter and I are Aspies. So I've dealt with the fussy eating, picky eater, and all the allergies and all of that stuff. And even as an adult, as a kid, I had allergies, as an adult, I had allergies as well. So my daughter has all the allergies, and it's a great life, but just gotta deal with it. Let's see. And wants the same food presented in the same way day after day. He isn't interested in the things other kids his age do. And when he's forced to mix, he doesn't know how. Other kids make friends. Other kids or adults, but don't invite him to play. and he may be bullied. This even happens in the workplace as well. Sometimes his parents feel sad, wondering why they can't understand their own child. And they can become very protective. I love this. The bubble wrap, you see that? It's so adorable. Yeah. The Asperger child or adult may feel sad too. And he may become a loner caught up in a world of his own. So I added adult there. Where small things fascinate him for hours, and he can do the same thing over and over and over again. Without getting bored. When things get too much for him or her, they may tantrum. In kids, it's called overstimulation, and in adults, it's the same thing. Sometimes his relatives think they could bring him up better than his parents can. And they have the two grandparent cats saying, "In our day." His vocabulary may be very advanced. Oh, he says, "That was catastrophic, Mom." Yeah, that was me. That's my daughter. That's Katie. Oh, and if you're joining us for the first time, the name of the platform is Cadence Taco, named after my daughter, Cadence. And also the fact that I was in the military and I love singing cadence. And cadence in the military is used to motivate you to victory. So that's what we do here on Cadence Taco. We motivate families and individuals to victory, and whatever victory may look like to you. But then he gets his words all mixed up. That doesn't look like a mouse. Oh, I love that. He's looking at the computer mouse and he says, "That doesn't look like a mouse." Or misunderstands what people say. "I haven't let the cat out of the bag." He's in the bag. Oh, it's so adorable. Yes. When people talk to him, he may refuse to look at them. Yet when he talks, he goes on and on about the same topic. I like black mice and brown mice and white mice. Oh, I love that. It's so cute. All right. And bores everyone silly. Then he says something that makes them stop and think. Did you know that a mouse and a man share 97.5% of the same DNA? And they marvel at his bright, intelligent mind. In many ways, his thinking is far ahead of his peers. And he seeks answers in places others don't think to look. It's all in the balance. I love that image. Look at that. Or invents new ways to do old things. If you wash this way, you don't get fur balls. Oh, I love that. People may be astounded by how far he is prepared to go to test his latest theory. Sounds like me. If space is smaller than the width of whiskers, you can't get through. If a space is smaller than the width of whiskers, you can't get through. I love that. That's so adorable. And some will say he's a little genius. He or she. Daily rituals comfort her. 3 stretches before each nap. And she likes a good routine. A cat nap after breakfast, a cat nap after lunch. Naps are very healthy and good for you. And I have an episode, and I'll put the link down below on naps and the different types of naps that you can take, and the time limits, and the reason that each time limit is good for you. Okay. And gets worried if the schedule is changed. Mom is 3.26 minutes late. Often an Asperger child has a great sense of humor, but he doesn't always think about what he's saying. Look at that fat man with the big nose. Oh, right. And it's let's see, how do I put this? It's actually scientifically proven that the blood that runs through our, there's a joke that says that we have truth serum in our blood, but it's the way that we're made up is actually very similar to the compounds in truth serum. So, fun fact. And those around him may cringe with embarrassment. And he's honest, which is great, of course, but sometimes he's too honest. See, we just talked about that. Your face is all crinkly when you're mad, Mom. Yet when he tries to tell a lie, he's not very good at it. Yeah. That's a story of my life. Oh, goodness. Bird? What bird? And it's got a, look at that feather coming out of his mouth. An Asperger child may be very open to all people, regardless of age. Yes, a lot of times we find ourselves, like for me personally, I have always been friends, even at a young age. All my friends were older, and then a lot of my friends were actually my friends' parents. So, and it would be crazy though, because there was a lot of times their parents would be like, "Why can't you be more like Christine?" You guys know me as Casey, but those that know me as Christine, "Why can't you be more like Christine?" And I'd be like, whoa. You'd have to go try to smooth it out in private with your friend, because like their parents always took to me, so it was always funny. But yes, an Asperger child may be very open to all people regardless of age. And my daughter is the same way. She actually likes hanging out with older kids. Or size. Mm-hmm. Or species. Yes. like I said, I'm all about the human race. Everyone. And he may choose friends. Oh, and animal kingdom as well. And he may choose friends others wouldn't have thought he would like. Oh, with the hamster. But as he grows older, he senses that he's different from everyone else. Yes. And feels as if he belongs on a different planet. Like an outsider looking into a world he never truly understands. Yet with his unique perspective on life and his eye for detail, Asperger's is actually very rare in women. It's up to 4 times more prevalent in men. And I always get the joke from my colleagues that you're solving a man's problem. I say, you know what? I'm solving a universal problem, because what you may say is someone else's problem today may be your problem tomorrow. So therefore, it's universal. So anything, you guys know me, I'm a problem solver. So, and for me, it's I don't even think about it like problem solving. The way I see it is, this is me, and there are others like me. So let's do this. Why not? And also, of course, for my daughter. All right, here we go. And his amazing powers of concentration. Many an Asperger child has reached the top of his or her chosen field. Examples they've got here are business tycoon, judge, professor. Sure, she may need a little help following fashionable trends, He or she, it says he, he may need a little help following fashionable trends, but don't forget, everyone is different in his or her own way, and there is a little bit of Asperger in us all. So an Asperger child is just like any other child, and I read it like this too. So an Asperger adult is just like any other adult. He or she needs love and encouragement, the occasional bit of advice. Oh, I love these images. They're so adorable, but true. And space to him or herself. And then everyone can sit back and enjoy the unique individual he or she becomes. Or is. The end. So that was All Cats Have Asperger Syndrome, one of my favorite books. So thank you guys for joining me on this episode, the first episode of Cadence Taco. And it's all still a part of the TG2M conversation. It's just specified and focused on Cadence Taco. So thank you guys so much as always. Love you guys. What? Love you guys so much. And I will talk to you guys later. All right.